So I got to answer it on my phone too. I thought you were going to answer. You also look short. Bust your boat. Yeah, we don't want the video. Thank you guys for tuning in to another video of Shay and Meek. For real, for real. If you haven't been here before, make sure you subscribe to that button. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell, turn your post notifications on so you can be notified when we have new videos go up. Alright y'all, sorry we had some technical difficulties just now. So, as you can see from the title of the video, we have a personality quiz, if you will. I thought it was a good idea. I had already taken the test and got my results, so I thought it would be a good idea for Shay to go ahead and take the quiz and get her results. Let me just pull it up so I can give y'all the background. So this is called the Open Sex Role Inventory, or OSR. Alright y'all, we apologize for any background noise, our AC unit, any outside noise you might hear in advance. Really quickly before we get into the video, I wanted to say, I know y'all see Shay smoking hookah. You might see me pick up my glass over here. We do not condone or advise anyone under the age of 21 to smoke tobacco products or drink alcohol. No drinking and driving. And just, if y'all not of age, just wait until you are of age, period. So back to the OSRI. The background of this is, it's an interactive personality test measuring masculinity and femininity or gendered personality traits modeled on the BIM sex role inventory. A little background: in the 70s, Sandra Bim developed this model to challenge the view of masculinity and femininity. Yada yada yada. It was determined, in her professional opinion, I believe, that not matching your gender was a sign of poor mental health. So we thought that that was a funny thing. So basically, if you're a woman and you have tremendous masculinity traits, they're saying that that was you know, basically a sign that you had poor mental health. Anyway, the test has 22 statements of opinion. So this is not like a yes or no, it's like a scale. And it takes about 4 to 6 minutes to complete. We're not going to go into too much detail ourselves as far as talking about it until after Shay answers all of the questions.
So basically, if mine's come out masculine, I got a mental problem.
That's what Sandra Bim said.
What do you think it's going to be?
I think it's going to be feminine.
I think it's going to be feminine too. Yeah. So so I mean, is there a chance? What if it's like the same? Like it's, or
it doesn't have a description on what it. I think the questions are designed to put you on one way or the other. Okay. Now it does scale it, I guess, percentage wise, like how much more feminine or how much more masculine. But I don't think it's gonna be like 50-50.
Let's go.
Oh, and I'll leave the link to the quiz if you all want to take it. I'll leave it in the description box down below. All right, so the first question is, I decorate my things. For example, I put stickers on my laptop. Disagree, slightly disagree, neutral, slightly agree, or agree.
Is it just concerning the laptop or decorate?
No, just I decorate my things.
Strongly disagree.
It's just disagree or slightly disagree.
Okay.
So disagree. I give people handmade gifts. Disagree.
Does this mean at a point of your life?
Shay, I give people handmade gifts.
Disagree. This shit gonna come out masculine. They just seem like something.
No, but you answering it based on your personality right now, not what you've done in the past. That's not what the question asks. It asks, do you give people handmade gifts? I take lots of pictures of my activities. Disagree. By the way, all of the questions is the same scale. Disagree, slightly disagree, neutral, slightly agree, and agree.
Oh, okay. So I thought it was just yes or no. She probably said it, but I'm just thinking about what the outcome is gonna be. Does that count as like recording, like video?
I take lots of pictures of my activities. I can't give you context. I can't interpret it for you.
I would say strongly agree.
So just agree, because there's no strong.
Agree, yeah.
I bake sweets just for myself sometimes.
Definitely disagree.
I have daydreamed about saving someone from a burning building.
Agree. What was slightly agree? I mean, because it ain't like a lot, but I have.
Slightly agree.
Yeah.
Okay. I have taken apart machines just to see how they work.
Strongly disagree.
That's more of a me thing. I playfully insult my friends.
They would take it as an insult, so I would say slightly agree.
Slightly agree, okay. I like guns.
Definitely disagree.
I think a natural disaster would be kind of exciting.
Definitely disagree.
I wear a blanket around the house.
Slightly disagree.
I have set fuels, aerosols, or other chemicals
Definitely
on fire
disagree.
just for fun. What?
I'm gonna come out more feminine than anything.
I have kept a personal journal.
Not in my adult years, so I would say disagree.
I jump up and down in excitement sometimes.
Disagree.
I think horoscopes are fun.
Neutral.
I have thrown knives, axes, or other sharp things.
Knives, axes. Have I?
Or other sharp things.
Disagree. Strongly disagree. Oh, well, disagree.
I leave nice notes for people now and then. Every now and then, I'm guessing is what it's trying to say. I leave nice notes for people.
Note. I'm gonna say I give inspirational stuff. It's not a note, but I may message them, inbox them, tell them, and I'm gonna count that. So I'm gonna say agree.
I have studied how to win at gambling.
Strongly disagree.
I know the answer to that one. I have considered joining the military.
Definitely agree.
I have burned things up with a magnifying glass.
No. I remember we used to do that as kids, like caterpillars and shit. Like at daycare, they would take the magnifying glass, reflect it off the sun, and be burning them. Oh, I hated that.
I have been very interested in historical wars.
Definitely disagree.
I have thought about dyeing my hair. Agree.
Agree.
I really like dancing. Disagree.
Slightly disagree.
You like
well,
dancing?
It's like neutral. Is it a neutral?
Yeah.
Okay, neutral.
Okay. So you have completed the test.
That was 22 questions?
Yeah. It doesn't take long if we ain't sitting and talking about them.
Okay.
Let me get the results real quick. Alright, so the OSRI measures 2 scales. Let me finish that part. The OSRI measures 2 scales. Scores are adjusted so the average is 100. The average is 100. So you want a drum roll? Shay!
Oh, man.
Okay, stop for you make the whole damn thing fall over. Alright, so Shay's results are her masculinity is 84. And her femininity is 96.
Oh. So it don't equal 100? I thought they was skewing it to get a sum of 100.
No, average.
Okay.
Sandra Bim's theory was that both masculinity and femininity were good, and the ideal was high levels of both, which she called androgyny. Your scores are graphed below according to her typology. Your score actually came up undifferentiated.
You should take a picture of that and put it in insert it, or screenshot it.
All right, so that's Shay's score.
Undifferentiated, right? Did they give a description like what that is? Like
no, but I can Google like just what the definition of undifferentiated is to see if we can kind of get it together. So what do you think while I'm looking it up? What do you think that means? Like, how do you feel?
So differentiate means to two different things, two or more different things. So to undifferentiate, I think it's more like it's sort of balance. Like just like I projected.
That's kind of what it means actually. It's the definition of it says what does it mean to be undifferentiated? Not divided or able to be divided into different elements.
Right.
So it kind of sounds like it's what you said as far as being a lot of both, not more or less than one or the other. Like I said, I had already taken the test. My femininity surprisingly was a lot more than my masculinity. But these are like some kind of weird questions. I think like I like to take stuff apart to figure out how they work, but I don't like to set things on fire. I think that's what a badass kid would do. That's not, to me, that's not masculine or feminine, but I guess boys used to experiment more with stuff like that. You know, growing up, they played around with fire and, you know, stuff like that. So maybe that's where it's coming from. Again, this model or this test essentially was created in the 70s. So, you know, the questions may need a little bit of updating. I don't know. But I do think it's interesting how even without knowing what the questions are, Shay is able to kind of figure out what it is that she would identify as. I think she thought she was going to be more masculine.
Just because it's designed to make you, from what Tamiko said, be one way or the other. But I always saw myself, people always try to be like, classify you. So like, what are you? You a stud? Like when most people see me like playing sports, sometimes I dress, they're like, oh, she a stud. But then when I switch it up, they'll be like, oh, like she looks girly girl like. And then as I got older, it was like a stem. I never wanted to put a label on what I was or what I am. And I think as I got older and started hearing other people's experience with YouTube, I was just telling Tamika not too long ago, like I could always say I was just me.
Yeah, even when I first met Shay, even though I didn't, that's not a question I outright asked someone. Just in conversation when people are asking her things or, you know, trying to figure out what she identified as or whatever, she's always said, you know, I'm just Shay. Like, I'm just Shay.
Yeah.
And now that the world is evolving more, ooh, excuse me, we can kind of see now that she does fall somewhere, but that somewhere is just, it's okay to say you're just you. You can switch it up.
Yeah.
You can still be who you are and still love who you
and
love
I appreciate
who you want.
I appreciate you because as much as I try to, I won't say try to prove, but embrace my feminine side, I don't think that's what people really want to see. Oh,
hold on. All right, there we go.
I don't think that's what people really wanted to see for the most part. But I appreciate you for seeing it, acknowledging it, and speaking it to me. Like, you're more feminine or have feminine traits or whatever, more than you think, or what more than some people think. So, and I just started embracing it like even more. You know, and I'm proud of it, because when people try to box you, you sort of try to
fit into that box.
Yeah, you try to fit in that box.
Fit in it, even when you know in your spirit that may not be who you are.
Yeah, so I do appreciate you for allowing me to be who I am and embracing who I am and pushing me to further understand and deep diving into those feminine traits. You know, I tell you no lie, as I get older, I think I'm actually more feminine than masculine back then, because once again, trying to be boxed into something. So yeah, so I'm glad I don't have a excuse me,
you better drink some water, give me that.
A mental issue. Because I have had family members sort of question me if something was really wrong with me. You know, I just feel like I'm a creation of my creator.
And you're living a human experience, just like everybody else.
Experience, just like everyone else, with the same experiences.
And in the reverse, I will also say that I feel like even with you know, our highs and lows and things that we go through as far as our relationship goes, we can honestly say that we both allow each other to just really be and express who we are. Like, we don't have, I know we've said this in, you know, a video or two before, we really truly do not have gender roles. Like, if the trash needs to be taken out, we take out the trash. Whoever spots the trash, take it out. We honestly have kids for that, but if they're not here or whatever, you know, we don't have, even though I would like for Shay to pump my gas, it's still my car. And sometimes she will. Sometimes she'll take it to go wash it. Sometimes she'll take it to go get an oil change. But it doesn't, it's not like I expect her.
Sometimes I run up on her for trying to cheat her out of stuff, making sure they did their damn job.
She do.
And I like the fact that it is, excuse me, sort of balanced, because it speaks to my life, knock on wood. Like, I would say like stable. I think it's healthy if you have a balanced masculinity and femininity or traits or whatever. So a lot of people actually love me for my masculinity traits, especially like, I don't know, just previous relationships, because they felt safe, they felt secure, they felt like I was leading them. They needed guidance, I would lead them. And that's typically what, you know, society has placed on a man to do.
Yeah.
You know, so
I'll say, you know, though I love and appreciate Shay for being a natural leader, we're both Libras, so I think we are both natural leaders. But, you know, there are a lot of things that Shay allows me to lead in, and I definitely allow her to lead in. And her, you know, masculine presence does, you know, make its presence known in times where it's needed. But I would have to say I probably love Shay more for her feminine side, because it's natural. Like, you see someone just flourishing in a way that they didn't even know that they could flourish by just being themselves.
Yeah.
So I think that even though I love her for her her ability to take control of a situation, which 9 times out of 10 is going to be needed, because I'm the hothead. But the times that not everyone will get to see, like y'all will not always get to see that, because I feel like we've just kind of broken a little bit of a barrier with each other where we're comfortable in that space, and that space is kind of in our own little bubble. But some of the flashes that you guys see following us on social media, or just getting to know us, you know, in life, you get to see like certain things. Shay talks about certain things, and people be like, really, Shay?
Yeah.
And it's like, but she's a woman. Like, that's perfectly normal. It's perfectly natural. And I think just not placing like a gender role on her helped her be able to kind of
stigma.
Yeah. Kind of, you know, flourish in that way. So this was cool to kind of take the test and see. I already knew what it was gonna be. I feel like Shay kind of knew what it was gonna be, but I think in her mind she felt like it was gonna be masculine. It's like you kind of trying to will it to be a certain way, but it's like, you know what it is.
I just feel like tests are designed to go against
the grain.
So that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Like we said before, guys, I'll leave the link to the test down below. Take it, like, woman, man.
If y'all take it,
indifferent,
let us know what y'all results are and compare that to what you think is going to be up front, and let us know.
Yeah, like leave us comments of what you think it's gonna be, then take the test and come back and tell us what it actually came out to be, and let's see if you were right or wrong. Did you have anything else?
That's it. Until next time.